beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for July 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's get straight to your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your monthly reading for July. I'm going to get all your cards first and I'm going to do a Celtic cross to see what is coming towards you. But in particular, your 12th house is activated and that is the most sensitive part of your chart. It can be connected to the unseen realm. So emotions that you've been feeling, withdrawing to really process feelings, being a bit more philosophical, and secrets coming to light within yourself. But it's also about facing fears. So this part of your chart, you may feel a little bit more psychic than usual as well. Answers come from within, so you may feel right at the beginning of the month a little bit of withdrawal energy, okay? And as you ramp up towards your birthday month, of course, your 6th house is activated, and that's all about wellness. That's about your daily routines, your work schedules, getting organized, but also planning, taking on responsibilities, healthcare routines, good diets, duties that you have to sort of really address and things like that. So it may feel like as you move into your birthday month, it just feels a little bit humdrum, like you're in routine. But as you actually approach your birth date, whatever date that is, oh wow, how would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Whatever date that is, you'll feel a little bit more sort of enthusiastic, a little bit more excited, whereas the approach seems to be like another day, another birthday, that sort of thing. But when you actually approach the date of your birthday, it's going to feel a lot more exciting, okay? Now, of course, we have a new moon in Cancer on the 29th of June. So that is about tuning into feelings. You'll feel that energy ricochet into July for the first 2 weeks, just so you're aware. So intuitions, healing ancestral wounding or things from your past, anything that you feel you have not processed so far will be coming to the surface, especially with your 12th house activated there. But also it's about acknowledging your ancestors, the path that they paved before you and for you, okay? So you may get little gifts or little omens left by your ancestors during this time. The ancient ones like to make themselves feel seen during that new moon in Cancer, okay? The veil will be quite thin. Now also, we have 2 interesting alignments after this new moon, and these are very, very positive. The first we have the loving, joyful connection between Jupiter and Venus Jupiter, wow, 9 of Cups, wish fulfilled here. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, good luck, and wishes coming true. So you're definitely influenced by that. But we've also got Venus there, which is about love. So things about joy, expansion, caring, energy, really positive there. But as we shift, there is also a negative. Then we have Mars and Pluto, the eruptive, angry energy. Sorry, that's in the center position. We've got the angry energy. Sometimes you may feel a little bit frustrated. We could be going through a period of amplified anxiety. Now that's collectively, that's not just for your sign. So just to make you aware of how you may be feeling during this time, during this period. Pluto is quite eruptive and Mars angry can bring difficult energy. So a little bit of a bumpy ride as we move through this time period. Now, of course, that brings us into a super full moon in Capricorn. I mean, your cards are really positive. So whatever is going on around you, you're trying to remain positive, optimistic, and I feel like you will get through things in a really positive way. The super full moon in Capricorn happens on the 13th or 14th of July, depending on where you are in the world. And it will be a bit of a bumpy ride for all of us collectively because it's placed so close to planet Pluto, which is, as I said, quite an explosive kind of energy. So it can bring an abrupt end to certain periods in your life. It can also make you feel a need to detox your body. So it can bring a positive aspect, but you may feel a little bit more grumpy during this period. I feel collectively, you know, if you're sitting in traffic, there's going to be a lot more frustration from people, and because of the time period, okay? Anything you've been ignoring during this whole month will be amplified because of the sensitive aspect. I mean, the first card you got there is the moon. So that is you running on the sensitivity, your 12th house. And the moon is going to be very, very resonant in your chart. So your feelings will be coming to the surface. I mean, you're focusing a lot on passion, on finances as we move through the month. I'm just getting all of your cards first, as I said there. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Temperance. So you will be activating patience, which is not a virtue that fire elements or, well, I'm Scorpio, so I'm water element. I don't have patience all the time. I mean, humans, we tend to try and have patience as much as possible, but you know, sometimes it's difficult, right? So let me just pop that there for you. The first card we got here for your particular chart for July is the moon. The moon card can be like you using your intuition to act on a hunch. Also, I feel like this is about you being a little bit withdrawn because the sensitive part of your chart makes you withdraw into your own shell and reflect on things. So I feel like you'll be facing fears. And with this moon energy as well, this is about shedding illusions, you know, being aware that current conditions may not necessarily be a reflection of the truth of what's really going on. So for example, if you're going through a difficult period, you know that this too shall pass, that this is just a bit of a bump in the road. The moon card is your protagonist energy. So I feel like you're going to be like in your emotions, a lot of psychic downloads in the month of July. And I feel this is also a protective energy. Some of you may feel like protecting, you know, being a little bit more overprotective than usual of your heart space, but also of your finances and your position in life. It's a very protective energy. So I feel there's just a little bit of withdrawal as you go through the beginning of the month. Not that you're cutting yourself off from everybody, but I feel like you're requiring your own space. Let's put it that way. Then we get to any blockages for the month ahead. We got the Fool card. So you could be resisting some sort of leap of faith, or you may feel a little bit scattered in your energy, or that's actually going to be worked out as you move throughout the month. The Fool card is about having faith that, you know, the universe is working for you, not against you. Also, I feel you may be thinking about doing things differently. Some of you may be contemplating a vacation or doing something really, really fun, but there's part of you that's like, in that withdrawal state. You've got to push and pull. You may want to get out and have fun with your friends, but at the same time, you may want to sort of like be cocooned at home and enjoy your creature comforts. But I do feel like you will take a leap of faith and you will sort of, I feel like there's like a new adventure opening up to you. It could be a new job opportunity. It could be a new path, a new way of life. It could also be travel in some way. And I do feel you actually, instigate some sort of change, but you've been resisting this for a while. Okay, you don't want to rush in, so you may be contemplating some sort of major event in your life, whether it's career or love oriented. I just get this energy of not wanting to be careless, getting things right, and you know, this independent spirit, doing things on your own back, you know, marching to the beat of your own drum. Also, I feel like there's an energy of curiosity about you as you move through the month. Curious about new beginnings, curious about perhaps new opportunities, or you've got a new focus in some way. So some of you may be taking a new hobby, or looking for a new job, or trying to find something new for you to involve yourself in that's really interesting, whether it's join a new group of people, or, you know, seek out like-minded individuals who enjoy the things that you do. I definitely feel like as we move throughout the month, you're actually sort of like curious about new avenues, new exciting ways of doing things. Now the outcome energy, we got the Magician card, which is very strong, magnetizing manifestation. And we got the Judgment. So the Judgment is about weighing up your options. Which is the best route for you? Now, also, you will have the Calling, because the Judgment card is all about your inner calling, your reason for being, or your life's purpose path. So you may feel called to do something that is in connection with your soul's purpose, and you're listening to your inner guides. This is a calling for your true purpose, but also your true prosperity. Some of you, if you've been feeling a lack of energy recently, you'll be revitalizing your energy, renewing your spirits, and sort of like getting back in the game of life after a period of withdrawal. So I definitely feel with this Judgment card, you're weighing up your options. Could also be weighing up people. You know, who's got your back in life, who is not. I really feel like you're shedding things that no longer serve you. You're getting rid of the things that are no longer working in your life in order to streamline your energy and not waste your time. That's typical of like a Leo. If you think about big cats, you're represented by the lion. You know, a lion does not extend its energy on anything that is below it, or, you know, that would bring folly, or, you know, is just not worth your time. So, you know, big cats, they sort of, you know, they sort of soak up the sun, and then when they are called to go and find food, which is an important aspect of their living, they get up, they hunt, and they get what the object of their desire, and then they're back enjoying their own time, and they're very playful as well. So it's about spending the energy that you have on the things that matter and ignoring the things that don't, okay? With the Judgment card also, I feel like this is about you aligning yourself with the blueprint of why you feel you're here, why you feel called to do a certain job, or take a certain path. So the Judgment card, you may feel a little bit philosophical as you gain clarity about making decisions on your next part of your journey. And the Magician card is to be inspired to activate that change. You've got everything you need within you. You're very skillful. You're very talented, and also you are building confidence in order to take new paths. This is a card of focus. So I do feel like your intense focus, even despite difficult circumstances, will see you be very, very successful. You will activate your will, and you will show what you're capable of in all areas of your life. I feel like you are initiating change, showing your talent, and being really precise about what it is that you want. It's just not okay to say, oh, I really want to be successful. The universe says, how? How do you want to be successful? In what right? In what avenue? In what field? So I feel like you're being called to get clear. Get clear on what you want, what your soul wants, and what you feel is your path. So I feel like your focus is going to be intense. You're going to be very, very decisive and analytical, and making big choices, big, bold choices. And I feel like you're going to be very, very clever, very shrewd, because you're going to choose the path that suits you best for your career, and you're going to initiate change with precision and panache. And I feel the Magician card is like a magnet. It is about turning your dreams into reality using inspired action. So I feel like you're going to feel a power up of energy, and you're going to get to work in a really productive way. So I feel like, especially since that 6th house of wellness is activated, this is about your daily routines, where you work, where you spend your energy, and whether you feel good there. And if you don't, I feel like you're making some changes to either your schedule and implementing a little bit more fun in your life, or it can mean that you're getting really organized and seeking other opportunities outside your current spaces. You may be also doing little odd jobs around the house, making sure that things that you've been meaning to do, you get them done. So I feel like you're setting intentions and you're smashing it out of the park. You're getting stuff done, but it doesn't feel like a chore. You feel compelled and inspired to do these things. Now the heart of the matter, the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is what you're going to be focusing on as we move through July. Setting an intention and achieving a goal or a wish. The 9 of Cups is basically you doing a really good job and being fulfilled. So I feel like you're looking at how can you live the good life? How can you get success? But you're being called by spirit, by the universe, to get clear on how you want to do that. So Think of a strategy. Think of the way you're going to do it. Say it out to the universe once and be grateful and thankful to the universe that they are going to shift mountains behind the scenes to get you to where you want to go. And then you just take your first step. The Nine of Cups basically means you will be feeling fulfilled. Also, because as you're approaching your birthday month towards the end of July, I feel like you're going to feel celebrated and grateful and thankful for all those good people in your life who love you, and you shine. So I do feel like you're going to be implementing a little bit more enjoyment, but this is rejuvenation energy. As you can see, we got a wonderful, it's like a gecko there, lizard. I feel like lizard regeneration energy, where, you know, you are revitalizing your spirits after a feeling of like low energy or feeling fatigue in some way. So with the Nine of Cups, this is being satisfied that you're doing a good job, but it is also about well-being. And that is what your sixth house is about as well, well-being, wellness. So I feel like you're looking at all the things that you do and whether you enjoy them. And if you're not, why are you doing them? So I feel like this is about you really getting clear on how you feel within the circumstances that are presented to you at this moment in time. So if you're not happy with a job, for example, you may be changing the way that you work in order to bring more enjoyment to your workspace. Or you may be looking further afield to leave something, because we've got the Ten of Swords there, leave something behind and start anew, start afresh. Some of you may feel called to look at moving or moving jobs, or just changing something so that you bring a little bit more excitement into your world. And you're definitely focused on the good life and fulfilling your desires. So if there's a dream job or a dream that you're trying to accomplish, I mean, everybody's got a dream, of course, but I feel like your fire is rejuvenated once more. Now, just all of a sudden, they just gave me like, it was almost like I heard like a horn, like a, I don't know what that was. Now, I'm scrying in the water as doing your reading. So either you are listening to this reading and someone is beeping their horn outside. It didn't happen here. I heard it in the scrying, just so you're aware. Or it can signal change. It is a signifier of change, or it could also signify impatience. But I feel with the Temperance card, which is the outcome energy, I feel like you will, whatever you've been patiently working on, I feel like will reap rewards. There is movement forward in that arena. Now, the thing that you seem to be wishing for, Nine of Cups, is crossed by the Ten of Pentacles, money. You may feel like you do not have enough money right now, or you may feel like you're working really hard and the money is just remaining the same. This is I read all the upright cards apart from the resistance positions. So the Ten of Pentacles is like you haven't made the amount of money that you're hoping to make. So I feel like you are making changes to sort of use your energy and work hard, but also make sure that you're being paid what you truly deserve. You're looking at how you value yourself. Ten of Pentacles indicates that there is more money coming on in, but it may have been at a bit of a standstill. So last month you may have had less money because you had more outgoings, more spending, but this month in July you have more. You'll have more money. You'll be able to save a little bit more. Also, I feel like you're protecting your money, especially since we got a King of Wands there, protector, the Hierophant, protector energy, having faith. Ten of Pentacles, you may be focusing on your finances to really boss up in the world, but protecting your money in places that you feel it is safe, shuffling things around. This is a card of affluence, material abundance, and mastering your financial security. So I feel like you may be focusing on wealth and building your knowledge of how to capitalize on your skills and your dreams and make them financially viable. So I feel like with this card as well, this is about ownership of like achievement, being sort of like grateful for all that you've achieved and the knowledge and experience that you've got to date, and being able to influence your circumstances based on all you've acquired so far. Some of you may be able to pay into a pension or pay a little bit more money into a pension as we go through the month, because I feel like there's going to be just a little bit more in your pocket than usual. Even though external circumstances, things are going up, the economy is going crazy, you may be sort of like really focusing on how you spend your money now that things are financially elevating and wages are not completely going in line with that. So you may be just a little bit more focused on how you spend your money, and you may be looking at the things that you need, the things that you don't need, and sort of even finding alternatives that maybe cost a little bit less. But Leo, you're always a sign that has value. Okay, so you're not the sort of person who would get things that are cheaper just because they're cheaper. You'd go for the things that have quality over quantity. So I feel like you're finding a way to tune in to what is best for you and how to use your money wisely. But there is more money available to you in the month of July. Okay, now I feel like some of you, for example, and I don't like to talk about this because it means that, of course, someone has transitioned. But some of you, if you've already had someone transition and they have left a legacy behind, inheritance, that sort of thing, this is something that's already happened. But if it's been in delay, you may find that July is a month where they tie up all loose ends and you're given a lump sum from someone's estate when it comes to finances. But if it has not, if no one close to you has passed on, it's not that it's going to happen. It's something that's already happened that you may have been waiting for. So for those Leos who are not waiting, then don't worry. It's not that someone's going to pass and leave you a legacy and things like that. It just means if it's already happened, you may be receiving a lump sum. Now, some of you may be receiving a lump sum for other reasons, like a payout if you had an accident, or perhaps you're receiving a bursary or an award, or you're being given, the money is coming towards you. You're magnetizing it in the month of July. Now, the Empress, this is what is below you. What is below you is, building healthier boundaries, knowing that you have value, that you are deserving of not just work and financial reward because of what you invest in your future, but also it is about good diet. It's about knowing that you deserve love, care, devotion. The Empress energy is a card of being very, very productive. So I feel like you are going to be very creative in the month of July, a lot more productive. You're going to be getting things done. You're leaving no stone unturned. That's what I feel. You're getting all those little odd jobs done that you haven't gotten around to do. I feel like everything that you start, you finish, because we got the Ten of Swords there. So I feel like you're being really productive. You're going to be really proud of your efforts, and you're going to feel really like good within yourself that things aren't hanging over you. Projects are finished, everything like that. Now, the Empress card also, if, for example, again, male or female, it's not a gender-specific reading, it's about the energy. But if you have children, for example, you may be like spending a lot of time loving your children and, enjoying their company and, nurturing their potential. So a lot of you, though, will be starting to realize how beautiful or attractive you are, both inside and out. The Empress energy is also about abundance. So I feel like you're seeing the beauty in life, and positivity brings a lot more to be positive for. This is a card of comfort, of prosperity, of being someone who people can rely on, they trust, and enjoy their company. So I feel it's a very, very fertile time for you as well. So if you are looking to conceive and have children, then July will be a very, very good month for it. But it can also be that you're birthing new projects or new ideas and realizing that actually you're the best at what you do. You're very talented. You're very, hardworking. Your commitment is second to none. The Empress has already planted seeds on, a goal. So she's already planted those seeds and nurtured them to harvest time. And because you've already got a goal with that Nine of Cups, you've already got a dream, you've already started sowing the seeds by even thinking things to life. Remember, thoughts become things. So in the past, we've got Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is all the hard work that you've done, but you may have felt like you were not rewarded in the same way. This is what you're leaving in the past. So Seven of Pentacles, you're going to the Ten of Pentacles. So there is more money available to you in the month of July, whether it's because you're being very savvy and clever about your spending habits, or whether it's because you are finding an alternative way to earn money, because Seven of Pentacles can be like another strategy, opening a new strategy to bring in more finances. It can also be an evaluation period. So you've already weighed up your options. Seven of Pentacles is like, if things are not satisfying in your life, you're checking in with yourself and you're making decisions and changes in order to make things more satisfying. This is a planning card, planning of planning to accomplish great things. This card is also about having patience. You've worked really hard, and yes, you are seeing the fruits of your labor, but whatever you focus on, that is the thing that you're going to be really, really successful in. So again, Spirit is giving you this indication. Focus on the thing that you really, really want to be successful in. As you can see, this figure here, in their mind is like there's a brain, of course, and there's like an acorn, and there is like things planting and taking root of the mind. And as you can see, this person is focusing their intention. Their third eye is activated there. Lots of bees hovering around, so working really hard, and they're focusing in the image of a coin right there onto a flower. So some of you may want to set up like a side hustle that is creative, that you can make money out of, or you've already done that and you're wondering if it'll ever take root and start to grow. The answer is yes, it will start to reap rewards as we move throughout July. As you can see over here, we've got a whole pile of gold. So I feel like this person is focusing on things that will grow, things that their attention can influence in a positive way. So again, it comes back to that energy of, if it doesn't feel good, or if it's not got potential, or it's not going to grow, or doesn't benefit you in any shape or form, you're just leaving it by the roadside. This is a card of you reflecting on your progress and looking forward as to how you can change things going forward. So some of you, as I said, may have set up a second stream of income, or you're thinking about it, and I feel like you're finding an alternative route to create success. And interesting, they're actually showing me this symbol right here. Now, they're just showing me selenite. Now, I'm not here to sell anything, of course. You can find it at your local store, but I feel like either you've just bought selenite, or it is something that will benefit you to help you gain clarity. So, find a small little, selenite is so beautiful. You can get it in small pieces or super large pieces. It's totally your call, but selenite is a very, very positive crystal there, and my guides are showing me that it will help you grow finances, because I feel like that's what you're thinking about, growing your finances, or that's what your primary focus has been recently, working really hard and making an impact. But you may have felt like it's been slow going. So this month, though, July, things pick up. Now, in the potential position, what is above you, we got Ten of Swords. Something is changing. Now, it's ending as well. Ten of Swords can be a card of transcendence. It doesn't always have to mean that there's been a big old nasty shock and things are over and it's all sad. It can mean that there is a graceful ending. You've decided, I need to have a new start. I need something new and exciting in my world. It can also be a point of epiphany where you've been doing something a certain way and it's just not working. And then you just change one little aspect of how you're approaching something, and then it all slots into place and things become easier for you, okay? This is a card of changing old ways of thinking, but also old ways of responding to maybe challenging situations. Certain patterns may not be working for you anymore, and it's okay to admit that and say, you know what, that just doesn't work, or I just don't feel good doing that anymore. Is there a way I can still do it but change my approach and enjoy it a little bit more? Is it just my mindset? Does it feel hard? Does it feel like a chore? How can I inject a little bit more passion into what I do? So I feel like you are trying to almost like spark some sort of electricity. As you can see, there's like electricity coming from those lips there. This is a beautiful deck there, the Starman Tarot. And I feel like your words have power, have electricity to change. Remember, what you utter out to the universe is what you are spelling to the universe. So basically words, you spell words, they are spellings out to the universe. So thoughts, words, they become things. So shift any negative self-talk, have compassion with yourself, and believe in yourself. Have faith. This is a card of, releasing anything that's no longer serving you, and it can mean the end, which brings a new beginning. So whether that's a friendship that you feel is just not working for you anymore, that you've outgrown this situation, or whether it's a work environment that you feel is just no longer helping you reap the rewards and pay the bills that you're hoping to pay or reach your goals. Maybe you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling in a certain place in your life and you're like smashing through that. It's over. You're activating change, because the next card up is a Page of Swords. Okay, which means curious about a new way, finding a new focus. So I feel like you are activating change in a very hopeful, positive way. Okay. Now, We got the King of Wands here. This is in the near future position. King of Wands is power, passion, leadership. Some of you will be ending an old way of working and stepping into a leadership role. There may be a new opportunity that comes your way to earn more money, but also it comes with more responsibility. You are bold enough and strong enough to take the position, and you'll be very, very good at being a leader. You're naturally a born leader, okay? But this is about being bold and finding that energy, that power, that willpower and commitment to affect change. As you can see, this particular King of Wands is birthing, okay, is taking action, taking the initiative to have new ideas or bring something to life. So this could be a new thing in your career or a new way of approaching your career and bringing more passion into it, birthing new ideas. Your synapses in your brain are going to spark brilliantly and bring wonderful original ideas, and you can influence your situation. This is a card of influence, being confident in your own abilities. Don't be closed off to any new ideas, because I feel your visions have power. Also, the King of Wands is a card of marching to the beat of your own drum, your passion being ignited for what you do and finding an interesting way to live your life and also earn money. So it can also be that you are so they just want me to have a look at this card. 1 moment, please. Images of owls are going to be very important for you. Owls are all about knowledge and wisdom. They're showing me an image of an owl here. So maybe you're seeing something really 360, your eyes are open, and you become aware of a situation that you can influence and be confident that you've got a very, very good outcome. You're putting yourself in a really good position. Also, they're showing me that you'll come across a book that has golden writing on it. Doesn't matter what it says, but it may be important. But they're just showing me a book that has golden writing embossed in it. Okay, so look out for that, because I feel like it comes when you're asking questions about your path, and there may be something that has an answer, even in the title, or maybe you pick up the book and it's got something inscribed on it that's important. Okay, so look out for that. I wanted to say it doesn't really matter about the title, because it's also a signifier that there is an opportunity for knowledge, but also a golden opportunity for investment in yourself, but also using your skills to earn more money. Okay, it's not about money. It's more about vitality of spirit and being able to take the initiative and take a leap of faith on something that maybe you've been holding off. You may be, deciding not to take a new beginning for a long time, because we got that Fool card in the resistance position, like I got it in the reverse. So, but now you're ready to take action and, do something new. Now, your advice to yourself in this moment for July is the Four of Swords. Contemplate, meditate, connect to source, wait. Reflect on what it is you are trying to activate. Remember, focus is key. Some of you will be gaining closure on difficult situations or endings that you have gone through. And I feel like your investment is fully on yourself, valuing yourself and knowing that you deserve better. The Four of Swords is a card, as you can see, it's like a directional gauge. You can see almost like a compass there. There's also like the mind space being activated, the brain and the heart becoming synchronistic, where you're on the same page. And I feel this is about you being protected during moments of meditation. But it's important to find, 10, 20 minutes of silence so that you can gain greater clarity and your mind will be sharper. So I feel like your mind is going to be sharp as a tack as you move through July, but you may need some moments to break and withdraw just to take care of yourself and activate wellness or self-care routines, just so you're aware. But they're really highlighting here the gut. There's an eye with the gut. I always say that the gut is the first brain, because it picks up with intuition things that we cannot readily see. So it's almost like your fourth eye, as it were. So you got your third eye up here, but then I always feel like your gut instinct picks up on energy that you're not even able to see. So pay close attention to your intuition, because there's an eye there over the gut. So I feel like your instincts, your intuition is going to be bang on point. Please check in with it, and please do not disregard it. Make sure you get sleep as well, because I feel like you're going to be very, very productive. You're going to be really energized in the month of July. Now, the external circumstances, Queen of Pentacles, you're bossing up in some way in your life. There's more money available to you, and the Queen of Pentacles is very practical with her money. She's very resourceful. So with the money that she has, again, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. So I feel like you're planning how to be more strategic with your finances in terms of spending, saving for the home space, but also some of you may feel like doing like DIY or be called to shift your house around. If you cannot afford to buy a new home, you may be shifting your house around to make it a fresh sort of space where you can breathe new energy and life into the space. But this is a card of commitment, you know, being committed to your goals and dreams and working really hard to achieve them. I feel like there are opportunities being attracted towards you, and I feel you will also find people who come to your help in some way. They may give you like an opportunity or a piece of information to help you on your journey in the month of July. I feel like you're staircasing. They just said it's in your DNA to be successful. It's in your DNA to be successful. But again, that word successful means something different to everyone. So your guides want you to be very precise about how you move forward. Intentions set, you can take the first step and the universe will move mountains to bring what you desire towards you, okay? So I'm just having a look at this, see if I can get anything more from this energy. Yeah, some of you may be trying to work from home, or that's your goal, because the Queen of Pentacles is queen of the home space, domesticity. So some of you may have a second side hustle, or you may be trying to actually just work from home, or you are currently working from home. But I feel like you are managing to save a little bit more money. Some of you may actually be saving to relocate, or you know, have a new start if you can afford to buy a new home, and you may have to up the money that you were expecting, but I feel like you'll find a way to make it work. That's what I feel with this card, okay? Oh, they also want me to give you that this is a card of attracting wealth, protecting your wealth. So again, it's about abundance coming towards you, but conservation of what you have already. So you may be looking at external circumstances, for example, and going, okay, things are getting higher in price. I better save a little bit extra money, or I may need to protect my money should there be like an economic downturn or something like that. So I feel like you're really in a protective mode over what you've already worked hard for, okay? Now, this is a hope and a fear. Princess of Swords. Now, the Princess of Swords is an interesting one. It's about lifestyle changes, and it is about you building structures that allow you to activate change. But you're not alone. You're being guided by Source to make major changes in your life, and you're having the courage to actually activate change. This is a card of exploration, exploring your options, you know, injecting a little bit more adventure into your life. Maybe you're thinking about enterprising or expanding your opportunities or your business and going further afield. There's a lot of movement. So some of you, you know, you may be thinking about moving out of the city, for example, and going rural and thinking about working from home. Or some of you are making major lifestyle changes by moving across town or across the world, emigrating, things like that. But I feel with this is about you broadening your perspective and being focused, adapting to a new way of behaving and thinking, and swift changes are happening for you with a positive outcome for your highest good. I feel like you're really quick thinking, smart, witty, and ready for opportunities in July. You're ready for change and you're activating them. I want you to just have a look here because they're really showing this structure. It's a very precarious structure, and this person is managing to balance with ease. So I feel like you are, and she's got a sword ready as well. So it's like fight or flight mode, but even in uncertain circumstances, you've got a good footing, okay? You're ready to do battle, ready to fight for the lifestyle that you want to achieve. Your brain is like on fire in a really positive way. Also, this is about goals, setting an intention, a goal. Then it's the equivalent of the Knight of Swords. So it's like whatever you are setting your intention to do, you're walking your talk, you're going to do it. Okay, you are actually moving towards your goal. Now, the fear here is that you won't be able to move, or the fear is that you don't want to be reckless. You don't want to rush in. You're being brave, of course. You don't want to go too fast, though. So temper your energy. Don't be too hasty, especially since we got a temperance energy of wait, pause, go slowly. So I feel like this is about you being precise, but also, not too hasty. I mean, the Knight of Swords energy, the Princess of Swords there in this particular deck, it's warrior energy. So but basically you being able to achieve whatever you set out to do with valor, with good intentions, integrity, and your commitment will get you to wherever you want to go. But I feel this is more about you. You're making changes within you that will set your soul on fire. And I just want you to be aware, there's like a reflection. If I turn it upside down, it's like a reflective energy. So I feel like the changes you are making are reflecting who you are in this moment. And what you think about, you bring about. So I feel your thoughts are becoming things. Your thoughts are magnifying. I feel like there's a lot of electric energy around you. I feel like it's actually going to be quite an electric month for you in particular. Now, the outcome energy, we've got the Hierophant and the Temperance. And they're both major arcana cards. So this is a big deal outcome. So this is about, with patience, you will have faith in yourself and you will establish yourself or make your mark. This is a card of connecting to source. Be patient. All the answers are within you. Connect to source. The Hierophant is about meditation, about guidance, having faith in yourself, but also it's about, discovering a mentor or, changing your belief system in some way. It can mean that someone in a position of authority sees how good you are, what you do, and elevates you. But it can also be like marriage. So it can be a marriage card. So it's about you attracting what you want, whether it's a person, whether it is, an opportunity. You're attracting an opportunity that is long-term. Okay, you're taking a traditional route. Sometimes when we have to take a traditional route, it is a slow process. So for example, if you're trying to find love, okay, it is difficult to find love. So you may have to make some people will take a traditional route of trying to get out there and join like groups or go to a bar, or however you meet a person. They take a traditional route on, trying to find someone. Going online on the internet is not such a traditional route of how to find someone, but it is more in line with, technology today. So you may be trying to find a way to do something, but right now you're in a slow process of taking the traditional route. For example, again, at your workspace, you may have to rise through the ranks in a certain way, and you may feel like it's a very slow process where you're at. So you feel like you've hit a bit of a glass ceiling, and you may look elsewhere for opportunities, a new start, and you find that actually you're bestowed a position that is befitting of your skills and your confidence and your talent, and you elevate in a quicker way. Because wherever you're at, it's like slow going. Okay, so I definitely feel with that Hierophant energy, whatever you're thinking about, connecting to source, whatever you're meditating on or trying to attract towards you, it is headed your way. Just patience. Now I know everybody doesn't really like that word patience, but there is purpose in patience. It allows us to make sure we don't miss something, that we are right on the mark, that we are precise, but also that we don't rush in and, fail. There's no such thing as failure, really, only how to do it better next time, or different next time, or learn. So there's no such thing as failure, only learning curves. So I feel like you are learning. The Hierophant is also an education card. Some of you may learn a very important lesson about going slowly this month, because if you rush in, you could be in for a bit of a shock. So I feel like it's about tempering your energy and knowing that the right circumstances and the right people and the right situations will come to you when you need it the most. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of clarifying before I close the reading, see what else is coming your way. Let's clarify that Nine of Cups for you. Thank you so much. We got the Nine of Swords and we got the Queen of Chalices. There's a dream here that you've been a little bit anxious about, and you may be wondering if it's ever going to work out for you, but the answer is yes, it is. It's just it's showing up in divine timing. The Queen of Cups is a healer, okay? So it's also, if you're having a lot of anxiety or a lot of stress or worry or difficulty, they're indicating self-care routines are important, okay? Emotional security is the most important. Don't let anything or anybody change the way you feel. Peace of mind is most important, okay? Some of you may actually be trying to go into careers where you help others, like counseling, or maybe setting up your own like tarot channel, spiritual sort of things, or ways of working in some way. I mean, some of you may be like using art therapy, or you could be doing something creative in terms of your career goal or wish, and you may feel a little bit nervous because it's not a traditional route. But I feel like the time it's taking, you may be going, traditional avenues may be opening up to you, and you'll take a slower route. But I feel things start to move forward quite quickly towards the end of July, okay? Now we've got the Magician. So it is again about what you're manifesting and what you're focusing on. So they want you to be clear, be focused. You are someone who's got many, many talents, many, many ideas, many, many thoughts, thousands of thoughts a day. All of this energy is sparking away. Be clear on what you want. Be clear that being anxious and fearful is wasted energy. Now, humans, we've got that in ourselves anyway. You know, it is a natural emotion. Sometimes we feel fear. It's an indication that we need to proceed with caution, or it is a warning that we need to keep our eyes open. But if we are in a constant state of fear, it stops our manifestation. But it also is energy that could have been used elsewhere to manifest your dreams. Rather than catastrophizing and worrying, use that energy in a productive way to get to where you want to go, okay? I'm just going to clarify this Hierophant and the Temperance card for you. Can you show me? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We've got the Knave of Swords. So yeah, which is Knave of Swords there. New focus, explore different avenues, investigate things deeper. New ideas are coming to you. Don't ignore them. Be curious, be open, and you will achieve whatever it is you set out to do. Some of you may be compelled to go back to college or learn new skills in order to help quicken your path, and that will help you forge a way a little bit quicker than a traditional route. But you may be doing traditional learning. I'm just going to clarify that King of Wands as well. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify the King of Wands for my beautiful Leo? We've got 7 of Wands, hold true to your vision, and 6 of Cups. There is a gift headed your way. So some of you, your energy is returning with that 6 of Cups. 7 of Wands is hold true to your vision. You are the best at what you do. Defend yourself and your dreams and your goals. This is also a card of self-confidence, not conforming, living life on your own terms. And the 6 of Cups is a card of sharing resources. A gift or an offer is coming towards you that will bring a very, very happy ending. Now, it'll also bring peace. 6 of Cups can also be nostalgia, thinking about when you had more passion for a dream, or when you felt more revitalized, or when you felt, you know, when you start off and you're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to conquer the world. Everybody's got that energy when we first start out. And then as we find the world kind of like shifts our perspective, we have to work hard for the things that we want. And sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. We have to ride that wave of life. It can mean that you're thinking back to the time where you felt everything was going to be possible. You're going to return to that time. Whatever you're trying to achieve is possible. Don't let the world knock you down or knock you back, or don't let people knock you down or knock you back. You're revitalizing your spirits. Hold true to your vision. You are unstoppable, and you will persevere and get to where you want to go. You can go the distance, okay? I'm just going to get some final cards before we close the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Ladybug, good luck. This is one of your omens, your symbols that your guides will show you as well, just so you're aware. It says, you are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. I mean, that's what was coming out in the reading, right? Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. but good luck is actually headed your way. You start with the Nine of Cups, so whatever it is you're wishing, you're manifesting it towards you. So don't give up on it, okay? Very lucky month for you, but you may go through some changes and challenges, and it may be a little bit of a bumpy road, but you will get to where you want to go. You're headed in the right direction. And I'm just going to go and give you a ruling before we close. Okay, so interesting. We've got the Elk, Alas, ruin there. And this is about fighting for what you want, of course. It's about strength. It's about fortune. It's about optimism. Now also it connects to like sealing a deal or something, or the seed of something starting to grow. So it can also mean that people come to your aid, give you good advice, reconnecting to friends after periods of not seeing them for a while, or feeling like withdrawn and then reconnecting with friends. So but I feel like something is starting to take root for you and starting to really grow. They actually want this on the Nine of Cups. So I feel like your dream is starting to take root and it's starting to grow. You're going to start to see evidence of you moving forward in July, okay? I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Leo. I will leave it there. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo. Love and light.